What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the ultimate guide for Age of Empires Mobile. This video is going to be divided into a bunch of different chapters. You can use the time cards at the bottom to skip to a specific topic that you are looking for. By the way, if you want to play the game on your computer or PC, check out the link in the description section. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more content like this. Turn on the bell notification and never miss out. Like the video, share it with your friends, leave some comments down below. Let's get the video started. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we're gonna check out Age of Empires. I don't really want this video to be very long, which is why some of the topics in this video will be expanded in other videos as well. I'm going to be linking all of those videos over here. You can check them out when you're done with this one. Once you download Age of Empires Mobile, you will be required to pick a civilization. At the time of recording the video, there are only 8 civilizations available in the game. 2 of the civilizations stand out. You have the Chinese. It will give you villager capacity of +8. This is one of the most valuable items you can get at the beginning of the game. You can pick the Chinese. It's a good one to go with. And then the next civilization that's good as well is the Japanese. Japanese have this buff right here. Attack against tribes in the world, +10%. So tribes are kind of like barbarians. So you get +10% increase in your attack. Now the good thing with Age of Empires Mobile is that you can only spend 200 empire coins to switch from one civilization to the next. This is very cheap. You can literally switch every single day to a different civilizations. It's one of the highlights of this game. In most of the other games, it's gonna cost you like maybe 10,000 gems. But take a look at this, guys. Only 200 empire coins, which is very easy to get. Now that you have picked a civilization, it is time for you to build your city. You need to build a very strong city in order to get some good buffs for yourself. Now, just like all the other games, there are buildings here that are duplicates of each other, which means you only need to upgrade one to move to the next level. Your main focus should be the town center, which is this building right here. It will dictate how your city grows. Now, there are so many other buildings that you need to upgrade, but the town center is the most important one. I'm going to be putting an image here that will show you the requirements for the town center from level 1 all the way up to level 30. You can see the requirements and then work on them slowly. Now, there are so many important buildings here that you need to work on. One of them is the tavern. When you click on the more information, you will see that you will get extra hero level limits when you upgrade your tavern. Now, what does that mean? Let's go straight to the heroes and I show you that. So every hero can go all the way up to level 20. You are going to need a high level tavern to be able to get level 110, as we just saw from this tavern. So this is one of the most important buildings to upgrade. Another important building is going to be the embassy. The embassy is going to let you get a lot of helps from your alliance teammates. For example, mine is level 28 right now, and I can be helped 18 times, which is pretty good. You also get reinforcement limits increase over here. Another highlight of these buildings. You also have your technology building, aka the university. The university also gets buffs every time you increase the level. As you can see here, your research speed is going to increase when you upgrade your technology building. Therefore, the main building is going to be your town center, and then you work on the other ones. There are other buildings that are duplicates of each other. One of them is the house. There are 4 different house buildings. You don't need to upgrade all of them. You just need to upgrade one and use it as a prerequisite. So many good buildings here that needs to be upgraded. The hospital is also important. You need to upgrade it because, you know, it's going to increase your hospital capacity. That way you don't end up losing troops for no reason. Now here in Age of Empires Mobile, you can upgrade a building and do something inside at the same time. For example, you can train troops and then upgrade the building at the same time. When it comes to the university, you can do the exact same thing. You can do research and you can upgrade the building at the same time. one of the greatest highlights of this game. Now you have other resource mines, and like I said, you don't need to upgrade all of them. You only need to upgrade one to a higher level as a prerequisite. You will come back and upgrade the rest later. The reason you want to leave them is because there are some events that require you to complete upgrades in your city. So if you have these low level buildings, you can use that as a prerequisite to complete those events. Which other events should you take care of? We also have the smithy house, the one where you cook up different equipments. So where is it? Is it this one? It's hiding somewhere here. Okay, so here is the smithy building. You need to upgrade this building. I think a good place to stop is maybe level 18 because you're gonna get 2 forging queues. I think that is a good place to start. You can push and try for level 21, but I think forging queue level 18 is good enough for you to like forge 2 things, which is pretty good. So these are the buildings in the Age of Empires mobile. There is also buildings that require you to use blueprints, and there are events that you need to complete. For example, the War Hall is a building that requires a blueprint if you're going to upgrade. So when you click on the building, we're gonna hit upgrade, and as you can see here, there is a blueprint that you really need. You're gonna get this blueprint from the Trojan Turmoil event. That event is gonna show up almost every 2 days, so you don't want to miss out. You need to participate in that event to get these blueprints to upgrade this building. To summarize everything, you need to focus on your town center. Your main goal is to try and get it all the way up to level 30. You will be upgrading other buildings as a prerequisite to just get the job done. Up next, we're going to talk about the villagers and the house. The house is where you can train villagers in Age of Empires mobile. Now, if you look over here, you can click on some stuff on the map, and then you can assign villagers to go and gather and increase your gathering capacity. Now, to know everything about your villagers, you need to go up top here right next to your profile. You can click on this icon and it's gonna show you everything that you need to know about your villagers. For example, this is the food production. Let's say I take out 1 villager. As you can see, the food production goes down. So you need to train more villagers and then let them do a bunch of good stuff for you. You can also click on the code of villagers to see some of the things that you have completed. And this is another reason why you pick the Chinese civilization, because it's gonna give you villager capacity of +8, which is a pretty good civilization to begin with. So I need to train more villagers just to cover all of this stuff. Now there are like 4 different village house buildings. You can like upgrade them. That way you get more villagers, but you should like upgrade one to a higher level as a prerequisite to help you with your town center. And then later on, you can come back and upgrade some of the village buildings to get more villagers to help you out. The technology in Age of Empires mobile is one of a kind. The game developers here have decided to do something that is different and unique from many games in this category. So we're gonna go to the research center and see what is going on. Now, if you look at this technology, you're gonna see something common. You only have to stop at 3 out of 5 on pretty much everything to move to the next level. So you don't need to max out a technology to unlock the next one. You just go 3 out of 5 and you are good to go. When you get to this level, you're gonna get deployable troops. This is gonna give you the ability to deploy up to 3 heroes in your lineup. So the good thing over here is just 3 out of 5, and then you move on to the next one. I am already unlocking my T6 senior archers, which is awesome. When this is done, I'm going to be unlocking my T7 swordsman. This one, I'll take it to 3 out of 5, take this one to 3 out of 5, and then boom, we unlock the champion swordsman. That's gonna be awesome. The good thing that I like is that they have moved most of the heavy technology towards the end, which means you will unlock your swordsman, champion swordsman very, very early on, which is a very good thing. When it comes to the economic technology, you don't really need it as a prerequisite to get your champion swordsman. And that's a good thing. And again, as usual guys, you can always stop at 3 out of 5. You need to save some of this technology for events. You need them for events that are going to require you to complete some technology upgrade. This is where you can complete them. The most important ones here are the building speed and the research speed. This one you can take it all the way to 5 out of 5. I think if you get the first one, you can try and maybe go for the second one, like how I have done here, but it is not so necessary. You can get away without doing anything over here. The military technology is the most important one. So this is what I like about the technology in Age of Empires Mobile. And the good thing is you can do the technology, you can do the research and then upgrade the building at the same time, which is super cool. As soon as you unlock the alliance feature, you should make sure you join an alliance as fast as possible. After all, this game is all about teamwork. When you join an alliance, you're going to get a lot of good stuff. You can see the alliance tab from the bottom over here. So when you access the alliance, this is what the page is going to look like. When you are in alliance, you're going to be able to get helps from your alliance teammates. Like right now, I can provide help to somebody right now. These helps are going to help reduce the amount of time taken to do research in your university, as well as upgrading some of your buildings. So let's click on the university and see research that's going on right now. We have this one right here. As you can see over here, we have this handshake symbol. It's showing 23 out of 23. I have got 23 helps from my alliance team members. Now I can use my speed ups to speed up everything. Wait until you get all the helps before you use your speed ups. This is going to reduce upgrade times significantly in your account. Make sure you join an alliance as fast as possible. There are many benefits for being in an alliance. One of them is making donations through the technology. There will be so many technology here that needs to be completed. If you don't have anything to donate, just click on all this technology and you will see a vacant spot, then you donate. Right now for us, we have pretty much finished everything, but the devs have given us this long live the alliance. It's infinite. So we're going to be donating on this one. As of right now, I have 20 attempts left. So I'm going to click on this one and just donate. When you donate, you're going to get alliance coins. These alliance coins are going to be very, very useful. So let's see where you can use your alliance coins. You have the treasury over here. These are all the items that you can buy with your alliance coins. You can get speed ups for building and research. You can get a name change item over here. You can get relocation items, which is pretty good. You can also get experience to level up your heroes. You can get skill points to level up the skills of your heroes and make them stronger. So make sure you make sure you join an alliance as fast as possible. You also have the chance to get gifts over here. You can claim gifts. When people purchase items, you can get a lot of good stuff that can really advance your account in a good way. You can click on these assist tabs to see anyone who needs help. You provide the helps and you are good to go. Check out this land icon. There are some stuff that you need over here as well. You will be able to accumulate some passive rewards based on your alliance territory. Take a look at all of these guys. These are some good stuff. Gonna claim it. You can also access the supply bounty from here. Looks like I have some rewards to claim. So let's go and get that. We punch this button and this is the passive rewards that I get from the supplies bounty. Now the supplies bounty can also be found from somewhere here. You can go over here, try to defeat as many levels as possible, go as far as you can, and you should be able to get some good stuff. When you are in an alliance, you need to be very active because the alliance can really see if you're slacking off. So let's click on the allies section, and this is going to show everyone in your alliance. At the bottom of your name is going to be some number. that number is going to show if you're really active or if you are not. So let's see, where is mine? Okay, so this is me. I have 5.36 million points right here. It means I've been donating to technology and I have been helping out my alliance teammates. So these are some of the things that you can do when you're inside an alliance. The Wonder tab is also here. When the Wonder event comes around, make sure you donate to the technology as well. I have some here to donate, so let's get them. If you're too lazy to click, you can just press and hold, and then the numbers will just keep going. You also get some criticals, which is a good thing. Again, you're gonna get a lot of alliance coins that you can use to purchase a lot of stuff in the game. So when the Wonder contest opens up in your alliance, make sure you participate and get some good rewards as well. Now you can access the Discord of your community from here. It's a good thing to have. If you want more alliance coins, make sure you play the Trojan Turmoil event, this event right here. It's gonna provide you with more alliance coins. Heroes are very important in Age of Empires Mobile since they will be the main focus in your account. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys the most important things that you need to know about heroes. I'm going to be making a dedicated guide that's going to be going in more details to give you guys more good stuff about heroes in Age of Empires. As of right now, I'm just going to give you guys the simple basics. So we're going to click on one hero and then see what is going on. Now, every hero has their own attributes that they use when they fight their enemies on the field. These are the attributes. Some heroes use might and others use strategy. You need to know how to differentiate the two. Now, when it comes to heroes over here, you need to pay attention to the talent tree. Every single hero is going to use its own talent tree. Some heroes use strategy, others use might. So when you come to the talent tree, make sure you pick might points for might heroes. Do not bring a might hero and then pick strategy points from the talent tree. That is something that you need to keep in mind. And one of the first things that I recommend for all beginners is the field battle experience. When you first start out in the game, you don't have a lot of experience to level up your heroes. It is a good idea to pick this skill because later on you're going to reset your talent tree once you've gotten your hero to a good level. And the good thing with this game is that the points from the talent tree are going to stack. For example, let's go to our hero lineup and you see why it's important to pick that point. So we have 3 heroes over here. Now if you go to the talent tree and then you pick the XP point for all 3 heroes, it's going to be 15%. So this hero is going to get 15% more extra experience, 15% more extra experience, 15% more extra experience, which is going to be very, very good for a brand new beginner. Once you get to a good level, you can then reset your talent tree and get something else. In Age of Empires Mobile, the heroes work a little bit different. At the bottom here, you have the skills of the hero. The first one is going to be the rage skill. The second one is the signature skill. The last 2 are the customizable skills. When you are fighting your enemies on the field, your lineup is going to consist of 3 heroes. Only the primary hero is going to use their rage skill. That is something you need to keep in mind. The deputy hero, the second in command and the third in command will use the 3 skills behind them. That's all they're going to use. When it comes to leveling up these customizable skills, let's go to the more skills information. You should level up one of these skills as high as possible. The good thing is, if you level up this skill, you don't need to level up this one. When you swap the skills, the levels that you put on this skill is going to be transferred to this one over here. For example, if you look over here, I have this skill. It's level 30, right? So let's say I swap it with this one right here, Vigilance. We're going to go hit replace. And then when you see over here, the skill is at level 30. So one thing to know is that you won't be leveling each one to level 30. You just level up the 2 up top to a higher level, and that is good to go. So when we go to our hero lineup, which is this one over here, you click on this button and then you see your lineup. As you can see here, only the primary commander is going to activate the rage skill. The other commanders are going to use the signature skill and the customizable skills. Those are the things that you need to know. What else can we take away from here? We have this glorious ranking that you see here. This is what you should aim for. And to get 180% glorious ranking, you need to meet a few prerequisites. One of them is going to be the military specialty, which you see right here up top. They are all marked in red. To get this military specialty, you need to take each hero to level 50. When you take each hero to level 50, you're going to go to the talent tree and then you're going to trigger the strength in numbers talent. So you're going to distribute your talent points, all the way up to here. This one is strength in numbers. Hero level 50. That's how you get it. For example, I have heroes here that are not level 50. You're going to see that their military specialty hasn't been triggered. Like this one's over here. They're all in white. They're not level 50, so it hasn't been triggered. So that's one of the things that you have to do. The next one is to make sure all these heroes lead the same troop type. So these are 3 pikemen heroes, and you can see here at the bottom, pikemen. This one is military specialty, glorious ranking 180%. Let's say I switch this one and do something dumb. We're going to bring, let's see, which hero am I going to bring here? Looks like I have put them all elsewhere. Okay, let's just put this hero over here. Let's try this one. King Derek, come on. Okay, so gotta remove this. And then we put King Derek. Okay, so this is not a good lineup. We have King Derek over here, who is an archer and a swordsman. He doesn't fit here. And I also didn't trigger his military specialty. And you look at the bottom here, the classification is only epic. The troop bonus is only 80%. So you need to put the correct heroes over here. You can also check the unit counter system over here, where the swordsmen counter the pikemen, counter the cavalry, counter the archers. I think I'm going a little bit too much. So these are some of the stuff that you need to know about heroes. What else can I show you from here? You have the experience from here that you can get by killing tribes on the map and then getting them from other events as well. You have this one over here. This is where you can rank up your heroes by using medals, hero medals. You can get them from different places and then put them over here and increase the rankings of your heroes to make them stronger. What else can I show you from here? The skills up top here will show you what the hero is all about. The first one usually describes the rage skill of the hero, and then the second one will usually describe the signature skill of the hero. So that is how you can see at a quick glance what a hero is going to do for you. When it comes to pairing, the game does a good job of showing you how to pair up some heroes in the game. You just click on this button over here and you're gonna see some of the most awesome pairs available for you to play with. So let's click on this warrior swordsman lineup, for example. If you are a pay-to-win player, you're gonna go with Miyamoto, you're gonna put Trip Huana, and then you're gonna find Yodit over here. This guy is very, very difficult to get. It's gonna cost you a lot of money. Now, if you're free to play, you will have to change this lineup a little bit. You go with Miyamoto Musashi, and then you bring this guy Hammurabi as the second, and then you put King Derek as the third, because Hammurabi and King Derek are going to synergize well with each other because of the route effect. Now, like I said from the introduction, I'm gonna be making a hero guide that's gonna go in detail about heroes. So as of right now, I can show you 2 lineups that have been proven in the game. Even the game developers ran their testing during the beta, and they showed that these two lineups were used the most. Here they are. This is the best free-to-play lineup in the game right now. Used during the beta, the game developers confirmed this. So many people were using this lineup. If you're free to play, this is the Warrior Swordman lineup that you need to go with. And then another one for the pay to win is going to be the one with Richard. So this pikeman lineup over here, this one was the most popular pikeman lineup in the beta stages. Boudica came later on. So we had Richard, Leonidas, and then Barbarossa. So this is the pay to win lineup that you can get. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, up next we're going to check out equipment in Age of Empires Mobile. They are very, very important. So let's click on one hero and see what is going on. So this is Richard. He's going to have a helmet. He's going to have a hand gear. He's going to have body armor, and he's going to have the boots. You're going to need this for every single hero. Remember, when your heroes fight their enemy, each one uses their talent tree, they use their equipment, they use their ring as well. When you click on this information, you can see some of the buffs that you've got from your equipment. So make sure you apply equipment on every single hero. Like when we go over here, you will have 3 lineups, 3 heroes in your lineup. Put equipment on Richard, put equipment on Leonidas, put equipment on Boudica. Same thing goes for all of your other heroes in the game. You have to put equipment on each one to get a very, very good value. Now, Age of Empires is a little bit free-to-play friendly in terms of equipment. We have this event known as the Island Tactics, where you can buy a lot of free stuff for your equipment. When you hit the store, you can see these ones are cheap. I was able to get a legendary blueprint from here as well. Every week, this thing is going to refresh. By the way, these rewards are passive. So equipment, you're going to be getting a lot of them. To access your equipment, you go over here, you hit the vault. As you can see, these are some of the equipments that I have with me right now. There is one thing that I have noticed after playing for quite some time. When it comes to the chest, it's a little bit difficult to get chest pieces from the legendary forge. So if you get your chest items, do not try to fuse them together, because I would suggest you put one on each hero in your lineup, and then when all of them have legendary chest piece, later on when you get extra, you can then come over here and hit the enhance. Because to enhance it to the next level, you're going to need to upgrade the thing, and then you're going to need another copy of the chest piece to take it to another star. Like over here, I have one extra, but I'm not going to use it because I need to put it on another hero. Now, it is easier to deal with epic equipments, like you can fuse them, put them together, enhance them, make them stronger. I think that might be the good way to go for free-to-play players. But if you get the legendary ones, you might want to hold on to them for some time. Age of Empires Mobile has a ring system as well. Rings are almost similar to equipment. So let's go to one of the heroes and see what we can do with the rings. When you click on the ring, it's going to take you to the area where you can find all the rings. There are epic rings, there are legendary rings, and then the common rings. The common rings are a little bit cheaper to get. There is one ring in particular that you might want to try getting in the early stages of the game, and that is the Ring of the Hyacinth. This one is going to give one of your heroes XP boost when you attack tribes on the map. It doesn't seem very, very useful, but I think it is good to have with you. Now, I upgraded mine with 1 level. I am getting up to 10% extra experience. If you just get it at base level, it's going to be 5% extra XP. It's not so bad. I think if you max it, you will get, let's see, up to 25% experience, but this is going to be very, very costly. If you get the ring, maybe keep it at level 1 with the extra 5% and then put it on one of your heroes. Now, one of the best things to do here is to try and get a couple of, common rings, because they are cheap. You can get many of them and then just equip them on your heroes. As you can see here, these are the boosts that you get from this ring. You can upgrade them to make them stronger. Just pay attention to the most important ones and then you work on them and try to upgrade them. The legendary ones are kind of expensive, but the other ones are a little bit cheaper. I will be making another guide for rings, so you might want to stick around or subscribe to the channel to check that out. Now that we're done with some of the good stuff, let us check out some other good things you can do in Age of Empires Mobile, and that is going to be leveling up your heroes. Age of Empires has this autofill battle feature that lets you level up your heroes automatically. You can go and do something else when your heroes are leveling each other. I have made a guide going in a bit more details how to get this done, but for now, here are some of the things that you need to know. If you are coming from Call of Dragons or Rise of Kingdoms, just know that you should not attack these tribes with multiple legions, because if you do that, it will be counted as one tribe attack only. Let's say you bring 5 marches and you hit this tribe, it's going to be counted 1 if you use all 5 marches. Instead, what you should do is use the autofill feature and then send 1 legion to fight with 1 tribe. So let's show you an example. So this one right here is Miyamoto, Trip Huana, and this guy over here. So we can hit the auto battle. You can make some changes over here to match your account. This is the number of attempts that you can do. You can change it to 3. If you want, make it 2, depending on your account. So we hit auto battle. This one is gonna fight that tribe. You can do that for your next lineup as well. Remember to use the counter attack system. That way you can deal more damage. The counter attack system is also here if you don't know how it works. So here it is. Swordsman is going to counter pikemen. Pikemen is going to counter cavalry. Cavalry is going to counter archers. Archer is going to counter swordsman. For example, if I have an archer lineup and I want to level up on the map, I'm gonna click swordsman. That way I counter them. Archer, counter swordsman. So let's level up 1 archer lineup as well. I have this one right here. As you can see, the counter here is green. Good stuff. So we hit auto battle. It's gonna fight on its own while I do something else. So let's go over here and send another person as well. Let's say I want to level up Richard, my pikeman lineup. Pikemen counter cavalry. So I click on cavalry. I hit autofill battle. Richard pikeman lineup is over here. Let me go and level them up on the map. This is going to show you the number of attack attempts. Once it's finished, all your legions just go back to your city and it's all good. As you can see here, they are doing their own thing, attacking tribes on the map, leveling up as I sit and chill and do something else. Once you have attacked the tribes on the map, you're gonna get a war report. So we click on the war report. Let's take a look at this report. We're going to scroll at the bottom over here. As you can see here, I have 19,500 experience for each one. Now, if I did not pick that skills that I showed you guys from the talent tree, I think each one of this hero was going to be getting maybe 17,000 experience. So it is very important to go to your talent tree and then activate this skill as a beginner. This is going to be very crucial in the early game because it's going to stack for all 3 of your heroes and they're going to share it. So 15% extra XP gain. You don't want to miss out on this. You can reset your talent tree later on once you have leveled up your hero to a high level. So that is something to keep in mind. Use this autofill battle to level up your heroes and get them to a good level. Do not attack the same tribes with all of your legions unless you are very weak. If your account is very weak and it's difficult to kill the tribes one by one, then you can send all of them to attack the same one, just so you can get better experience. One of the most important things you need to do for your account is to pretty much rally tribal vanguards every single day, because when you do that, you're going to get skill points. I think I forgot to show you guys what to do with your skill points. So when you click on your heroes, you're going to have your skill points over here. You will use your skill points to level up the signature skill of your hero, and the 2 customizable skills of your hero. You need skill points. Do not waste your skill points on commanders or heroes that you're not going to use. These skill points are very, very valuable. When it comes to your rage skill, it's going to level up on its own when you level up your heroes to a higher level. Mine is level 35 right now. I need to take Richard to level 20 in order to make it 40. When I get this to level 20, the hero to level 120, I mean, this is going to be 40, and I can push the other ones to 40 as well. So that's how it's gonna work. So now every single day, make sure you rally tribal vanguards on the map. Let me see if I can find any. Because when you do that, you're going to get skill points pretty much every single day. It is something that you need to do. Join those tribal vanguard rally. They don't even cost you any stamina. I don't think I can see any. Now when we go over here to this chart, you can see that some of my teammates were rallying tribal vanguards. So make sure you rally that every single day. You are gonna get some extra rewards. Let me go over here in the system and see if I have any. Okay, as you can see here, tribal vanguard elimination rewards. These are some of the rewards that I got for the day. You can see lots of skill points. This is something that you do on a regular basis. Don't forget about it. Up next on the list, we're gonna check out some events in Age of Empires Mobile. As a brand new beginner, you need to complete so many events. You don't want to miss them out. One of the events is the Legendary Advent. This is where you are going to unlock a lot of powerful heroes from the wheel. Right now we have Lubu and Yodit. Both of these heroes are excellent. You need to get them both. If you're working on cavalry, Lubu is one of the best. If you're working on warrior swordsman, Yodit is one of the best. Pick whichever one is good for you and then work on it. But you should try and unlock both of them. You might not be able to unlock both of them when the wheel comes for the first time. Therefore, you can wait, unlock the first one, and then the next wheel, you unlock the second one. The good thing is the game is going to give you 3 free spins. And then you can spin once every 5 days. So that is 8 spins. You need a total of 20 spins in order to unlock a hero, which is pretty good. And the good thing with this game, Empire coins is not going to be a bottleneck. So when I click over here, you can see you can buy some Empire coins. But if you're free to play, do not worry about this one. The game is pretty generous with Empire coins. Now we go to the next event where you're going to see why the game is generous with Empire coins. Now the event is the Trojan Turmoil. This event shows up pretty much every 2 days. It resets every 2 days. And all you have to do is join an alliance. When you join an alliance, you're going to get 2,000 coins every 2 days. I mean 2,000 Empire coins every 2 days without even participating in the event. But you need to participate in this event to get these blueprints for upgrading your war hall, I believe. So when you click on the rewards, you can see here if your alliance gets 7.5 million damage, everyone in the alliance will get 2,000 Empire coins without participation. So this is what you get every 2 days, which is a good thing. And then when you participate, the more damage you do, the more blueprints you get. And you're going to level up your war hall. It's pretty nice. Every 2 days, make sure to set your timer. You don't miss out. You also get alliance coins that you can use to buy a lot of stuff. We have the Wonder Contest event, which will allow you to fight other alliances. So this can be compared to Roots of War in Call of Dragons or Ark of Osiris in Rise of Kingdoms. Rally Against Tribes. There are so many awesome events here. You don't want to miss out. You have the World Tree that you can play. Plenty of them. We also have these wishing cards. Make sure you play this event. Do your spin every single day because you're going to get legendary skill scroll and some other expensive skills. I cannot click them right now. I claimed mine already. What are some other awesome events? Now this Warriors Trial event is a little bit tricky. When you fight it, your troops are gonna die as well. That is something you gotta know. In Age of Empires Mobile, when you fight enemies in PvP, some of your troops die. That's just something to keep in mind. You also have this supplies bounty that's gonna give you passive rewards. So let's claim some passive rewards. Make sure you challenge it. Go as far as possible. We're gonna go over here and claim our passive rewards. And there you go, guys. We got that passive rewards. What else do we have here? So many events. Just make sure you check them out. That way you don't miss out. But the most important one, I think, is the Trojan Turmoil. You don't want to miss this. Oh, and by the way, there is a King Derek event. It usually comes out in, I think, in the first week of a new server. That is the time to be active. You need to be active. That way you can max out King Derek. I was taking a nap. I was sleeping. My King Derek is only level 1. I was a noob back then. So you need to play this event. You can max out this hero all the way up to 5 stars. You're just going to join those rallies. It's not going to cost you any stamina. When you see your teammate launching the rally, you go and join them. Let me show you. I think I have some of the King Derek equipment, King Derek item over here. This one right here. So you defeat Darklings. You defeat tribes on the map, and then you get this item. You use this item to summon a Black Banner tribe, and then you launch a rally. Your alliance members join, and every person gets a token for King Derek. You get a medal for King Derek that you can use to upgrade the hero. Make sure you play this event, be active, and max out your King Derek as fast as possible. There are 2 events that you need to complete as well. It's on a timer. If you click on this button at the bottom, you go to the expedition. You have the Lost Borderlands, and then there is another one here as well. You need to complete those 2 events before they disappear. One of those events is going to allow you to upgrade, to max out one of these 2 heroes. Let me show you the 2 heroes. You have, we have Cleopatra, and then you have YSS. As you can see here, I was also slacking. I didn't do much. I missed out on maxing out these 2 heroes. So that event, I think Lost Borderland, will allow you to max out one of these heroes. You don't want to miss out. There is another one also. I have forgotten the name. You can see it here from Expedition. It's pretty fun. You need to play it. Make sure you get as much as possible before the event goes away. Now, the Island Tactics is another good one. I made a dedicated guide for this event. This is one of the events that you need to pay attention to. You're going to get passive rewards and lots of good stuff that you can buy from the store. You don't want to miss out. Same thing with the military exercise and the Apex Arena as well. There is also one more event known as the Alliance Glory. That event is going to require you to complete some technology, research, and some building upgrades, which is why when it comes to buildings that are duplicates of each other, you don't need to upgrade all of them. You need to save some of them for the Alliance Glory event. Also for the technology, you need to do the same thing. If you go to your economic technology, try not to upgrade everything. Just save them for the Alliance Glory event. Overall, events are very, very important in Age of Empires Mobile. As a free-to-play player, you will be able to progress fast. So make sure you attend all of those events. There is also the fishing, which I did not cover yet. So the fishing is over here. You can go do some fishing pretty much every single day and get some good stuff. So you hit start fishing and you are good to go. Let's see how it goes. You click on the hero and then you throw it. Ooh, perfecto. That's nice. Perfecto again. That was a miss. That was great. What about this one? Perfect. That's awesome. Always be patient. Let's see. Perfect. There you go. Another perfect. What about this one? Let's get it. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. What a noob. Okay. We got a good one. Let's see. Boom. That was perfect. That's pretty good. And a miss. And we get it. Wow. We got another perfect. So this is pretty good. Make sure you do this event. You get some good stuff every single day. So I hit rest. You can go get some point chest. This is some good rewards you can get every single day. Age of Empires Mobile has a store where you can buy a lot of stuff with different currencies. So you can access the store from here. When you fight your enemies, you can use merits to buy the following items. Pretty nice. When you click on the items, these are the stuff that you can buy with the premium currency that you have in the game. Rule number 1, you don't need to spend a lot of time here. Try not to buy some of this stuff because they are expensive. Here is where you can also buy some of the skills for your heroes. They're going to cost you a lot of premium stuff. So this is the section that you can avoid. When it comes to military exercise, you're going to get passive rewards from the military event from the expedition. And then you can buy some good stuff from here. You know what? Let me get this one right now while we add it. Perfect. This was some good free stuff. What about this one? Let's get some free stuff. This is awesome. Up next, you have the Apex Arena. Make sure you complete the Apex Arena event because it's going to give you 5 medals every week. This is the most important ones you buy. I have saved my coins over here. Every week, I just buy these 5 medals. Now, another good thing to buy here is going to be this dust, the copper sand. This one is also very good. So many good stuff here you can buy by competing in the Apex Arena event. The Alliance Treasury is where you use your Alliance coins. Again, guys, remember to join an alliance right away. Do those donations, provide helps, and you should be able to get enough coins to clear out this shop pretty much every week. I need to continue buying some more stuff as well. I'm gonna do that later. You know what? While we're still here, let me get all of these skill points. This is some good stuff. You don't want to miss out on it. And then you have Island Tactics. You need to push as far as possible. One of the best events that you need to do, upgrade your heroes, upgrade your equipment, get stronger, and go as far as possible. And just buy plenty of good stuff from here. This is a very good free-to-play event to help you out. You can get legendary blueprints. This is some good stuff. And then you have the Wonder event as well. This one is also going to give you some legendary medals. As you can see here, you can get 7 legendary medals a week from this shop by being active in the game and just playing and getting some stuff. So this is the store in the game. And one thing, guys, you need to try and avoid buying stuff from here unless you are a mega whale. Then you can go ahead and spend that dollar. VIP is also very important in Age of Empires. You can access it by clicking the VIP icon right next to your profile. Now, it is recommended that you go to VIP level 8 because I think it's the best place to chill. You can get research speed of plus 5%, governance stamina limit of plus 20%. The required points for VIP 8 I think is 165,000 if I'm not mistaken. I think I have forgotten. Maybe 150,000 or 160,000, give or take. So this should be your mission. One of the good VIPs is going to be VIP number 5. In VIP number 5, you get building speed of plus 2%. And when you go to the store, you're going to get access to these hammers right here. You can buy these hammers to help you craft some rings. You know what? We're going to get 20 of this right now. And this is good. We can get some rings in the game right now. So make sure you go for VIP 5 and then shoot for VIP level 8. You can also buy Miyamoto medals from VIP. So keep that in mind. When it comes to spending, there are so many good stuff that you can buy in Age of Empires Mobile, and you can go to the store to see all the good values. Now, the first item that you need to buy when you start playing Age of Empires is going to be your 3rd building queue. That is the most important ones. As you can see here, I have 3 building queues. Make sure you buy the 3rd building queue. It's going to help you out. When you have 3 building queues, you're going to level up your account pretty fast. And when you level up your account pretty fast, when you apply to a strong alliance, they are going to see that you are active because your account is growing rapidly. So that's the first thing you can buy. Next on the list, try and get the regular supplies. It's not very expensive. If you don't have a massive budget, you can buy the first one only. It's good enough. If you have enough, you can buy both. Now the weekly pass are things for krakens or whales. You can buy these ones if you want, if you have the budget. But the second important item to buy in the game is these two, if you can. Once you've got these two, the next one on your list is going to be this one right here. Where is it? Can you show yourself? The Kingdom's Horde. This one is going to be a little bit pricey, but it's gonna give you a lot of good stuff. You should also get this one. You can complete it by getting all the way up to level 80. Now there are two different tiers. You will get pretty much the same rewards. With this one, if you buy it, you will get 20 levels right away. And then when you complete your missions, you get plus 20% extra points. But if you're very active, you should get away with this one. The only difference is these two things at the bottom here. Not a very, very big deal. If you're someone who is not super active, then you might want to go with this one because you might not be able to complete everything. Like me over here. As you can see, I'm only level 68 and I only have 2 days left. So that's something you might want to consider. Now there are so many other bundles that you can buy over here. So those were the three most important ones. Of course, you also have the growth fund. You can buy your growth fund later on and get like 82,000 gems that you can use to power up your account in whatever way you see fit. So that's something you have to keep in mind. And then we have really two good bundles here that can be useful. You don't really have to go for it, but they are great. We have this Citadel development. Just look at this increase right here, 3,535%. This is one of the best bundles ever. You get two different types of speed ups. You get Empire coins and you get VIP experience. Pretty good. You get resources as well for like $1. This is some good stuff. It refreshes every single week. So you can keep buying this one weekly. It is a good stuff. You also have the same thing for technology development. The tiers will increase. If you buy this one, another one will show up. So this one refreshes every week. 3,535% increase. Some of the best bundles you can get in the game if you're going to be spending some money. Now there are some pop-up bundles in the game when you upgrade your university. Also, I think when you upgrade your town center, there will be some pop-ups. You can get them. I think there is one more pop-up that you need to know in the game. When you unlock a brand new hero, there is going to be a pop-up. So let's do this together. So I'm going to exchange this medal. And then we're going to get a pop-up. I want to show you guys what it looks like. So we hit confirm. And when we go over here, the pop-up is going to show up. Yep, this is the pop-up. Now this is $13.99 Canadian. It should be $9.99 US dollars. These are some of the items that you get. I think the devs maybe need to reduce the price of this bundle because I never bought any. In Call of Dragons, you can get one for $6.99. I think same thing with Rise of Kingdoms. That is Canadian dollars. But this one, the price is a little bit high. So I didn't really buy any. I unlocked all of my heroes without buying a single one. That's because of the price. I think if it was a little bit cheaper, then many people would be able to afford it. But that's also another high value bundle that you can buy if you have the budget for it. What else do we have here? There are so many stuff you can buy. Just depends on your wallet capacity. You also have limited time bounty. It's another good one. If you have the money for it, you can go for it. And when you keep spending in the game, you have the top-up bonus. You're gonna have many different tiers. When you meet the requirements, you get extra free stuff, which is good. So you got to keep that in mind. I think that pretty much covers everything that I wanted to talk about in the video. I didn't really want to make it to be very long, but it looks like I did not live up to that promise. Now, there are a few things that I can tell you right now that you can do in the game. For example, food is the most important item in the game because you're going to use it to do a lot of different stuff, leveling up your heroes. Is it leveling up heroes? I mean, when you train your heroes, you're going to need food, and also in the hospital, you're going to need a lot of food. So it's the item that you're going to be gathering a lot. As you can see here, I have Lubu in the Alliance Food Center. So make sure you have one hero going to the food center to help out. Now, one more thing that I also got to say is new players don't really know what will happen to them when their city gets attacked. So if someone attacks your city, you're going to lose the resources that you see up top here. You're going to lose them. You won't be losing your empire coins because that is premium. And when it comes to the items in your bag, your items, you're not going to lose any of these items. They belong to you. So that is something to know, especially for a new beginner who hasn't played these games before. And also when you are trying to upgrade stuff, do not open these resources. Just keep them over here. Let them stay here. Use the quick upgrade system. Try not to open them and put them up here because people are going to attack your city and take all of them. So when we click on this hammer, it's going to show you what's going on in your city. This logistic, some troops are being held, and then you have the forge, forging some stuff. We got training over here, and we have construction. So let's see. I think I'm going to speed up this construction. Use the quick upgrade to get things done. So you hit the quick use and you're good to go. So right now, I think I'm going to upgrade something different. I don't want to do the guard tower yet. Let's see. So we're going to upgrade this gold mine. When I hit upgrade, do I have enough? Yeah, I think I just have enough items. Make sure you use quick upgrade. Do not use these resources to put them up here. When you get attacked, you're going to lose them. So that's something to know. I think that's it for the video, guys. It became too long. I will be making other guides as well to go in more details on some of the things that I did not cover. If you're new, subscribe for more content. Until then, talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.